Welcome, arcade gamers. This is Daniel with Biggie D's Arcade, and I'm going to be doing my first chill and chat with you guys today. I'm really excited to do this. I got my webcam sent to me this morning, and got it all hooked up and watched some live streams today. P-Dubs and the Game Room Dudes was fantastic. It was one of the best ones I've seen. And I now got my system set up here, just not to do a live stream. I'm going to start with just some recordings, and I'm going to call these the Chillin' Chats. And I'm going to go over just some news in the arcade community, news in the retro gaming community, and then also deals. I want to point out deals that I find. I do a lot of shopping for these arcade machines, through the different retailers, and I want to share that with everyone because I think, people may or may not have the time that I have to devote to finding these deals, and I want to share that with everyone. And just kind of point out here, I got the Marvel superheroes, the NBA Jam, and the Final Fight, and each one of these I had found for a lot less than the sticker price, and that's just how I do it. In a small apartment, I've moved a lot, and I don't have the room for these big arcades or a whole lot of arcades. So I have to be selective in what I'm purchasing. I have to make sure what I'm getting is not only what I want, but it's at a good price. So I'm going to start sharing the deals that I'm finding and the news that I'm hearing and in these chillin' chats. So I hope everyone enjoys them. And also, if you guys have any questions, or anything that you want me to cover, just let me know down in the comments section, and I'll do my best to make sure I include that in these. But this will be my first one, so I'm really excited to get this going and start doing these pretty much on a weekly basis, and then maybe more often depending on what's out there and what news is going on. But the first thing I wanted to discuss with y'all was the Blitz cabinet. Toy Room got us some inside info. He's a YouTuber who's been around a long time. He's actually been reviewing cabs and doing news and information on these on YouTube videos since the Gen 1 cab, the very first Street Fighter. And I followed him for a while, and he recently got invited to the Arcade One Up headquarters in Miami, and it was kind of cool. When he first got there, he walks in and he just starts filming all the cabinets he sees right as he walks in the front door, and we get to see a Tempest countercade. We get to see a Killer Instinct Pro cabinet. It wasn't on, but we got to see it. So we know it exists. We know that's coming because John D said it is. It's going to probably be here by the end of the year. But then there's a lot of talk about this Double Dragon cabinet. And the Double Dragon, I don't think is actually going to get released. I think that was just a prototype. And the reason I say that is the form factor. It's still got the Legacy Cab game deck and the kind of shark fin looking marquee like the Killer Instinct. And I just don't see Arcade One Up going backwards. At this point, they've moved so far ahead with these new midway, or what we're calling the midway form cabinets. I just do not see them going backwards for this Double Dragon. If they do release one, it's going to be a total redesign. I can almost 100% tell you guys that. And that's just me following these for the last 4 years and not being on YouTube, but following them. That's my gut instinct on that. I may be wrong. I may be wrong, but that's my feeling on it. So what I wanted to show you here, though, was something else that Toy Room had found, and that was on this Blitz cabinet. Because when he got done looking at all the different cabinets, he went to the main stage. There it is, Blitz cabinet, out for everyone to play, everyone to see. There were a lot of things that he had said that were positive. The first thing he had mentioned was he got to play it for about an hour, and the gameplay was fantastic. He really enjoyed it. He didn't even notice that the late hits weren't in the game. That's what I had took from what he said. I mean, he obviously knew that there were no late hits, but it didn't bother him. He still enjoyed the game. He still thought it was a great game. He spent over an hour with it, and the time flew by just playing that. And that I feel like that's how it's going to be for me, being an NFL fan. I'm just going to really enjoy playing it. Late hits aren't going to be an issue, but I did notice something that did concern me, and to this point, I've been 100% positive on this cabinet. I've not really said anything negative, not anything that's concerned me. And I did find something that I did, though, in his video. And I wanted to point that out to everyone. So I'll bring that screenshot up here. And that's going to be this game deck. So on the game deck, we've got a sticker that goes around the outside of it. Just like your other four-player cabs, they normally don't have a sticker. It's just a black plastic along the outside. Well, for some reason, Arcade has decided they want to, make this look even better. Put a sticker on the outside of it, which is fine. I'm okay with that. I think a lot of the other people like the look of the sticker. But when you get up close to it, and I don't know, if what the scenario is with this yet. I'm going to go over that, but we can see that there's some bubbles on the outside, around that lightning strike there. And then right above the NFL Blitz logo, you're going to see it's kind of peeling back right under that joystick and those buttons. So this is one of two different scenarios. The first scenario would be that the sticker came from the factory this way, and they've got a quality control problem. They're not checking these, they're not putting them on correctly, and I can tell you, if you're listening, Arcade One Up, this is not going to make our customers happy or your customers happy. It's just not a way to do business. People are spending $5.99 on this cabinet. People are really excited about this cabinet. You have Hall of Fame football players promoting this cabinet for you. And somehow you're letting this fall through the cracks. And I just don't understand it. It's a shock. It's a concern of mine and probably millions of other people that have seen it. If they haven't already, it's going to be a concern of theirs. So let's say it came from the factory this way. If it does, you're going to try to do one of two things, I believe. One, you're going to try and push those bubbles out, maybe get a credit card or something flat and push those out. And then, right above that logo, kind of push that up. And hopefully that glue stays and it doesn't come back out again and look honestly like crap. Now, the other option would be, if it comes from the factory this way, to peel that off. My concern with that is it's going to leave a lot of glue residue. You're probably going to have to get some Goo Gone, and you're going to spend some time and effort on a cabinet you just spent $5.99 on, peeling that off. And that's, not a good thing. That's not a good experience. So really disappointed on that. Now, the other scenario, and I've contacted Arcade One Up about it. I've commented on some of their videos recently trying to get an answer. I have not heard back. But I'd like to know, is it coming from the factory this way, or is it something we are going to put on? If it's something we're putting on, then this was just, a promotion. They dropped the ball. The promotions team that got their hands on this unit just dropped the ball. This is supposed to be our first impression, and they just didn't put enough time on putting this on, or maybe the glue is a bad quality and it's coming off. Who knows? We still haven't gotten an answer on it. But if that's the case, then that's within our control as customers. And we can make the decision. We just don't want to put the sticker on at all, which would make it look like a lot of the other four-player cabinets out there. Or we can say we're going to put it on ourselves and just spend the extra time making sure it's done correctly, how their promotion team should have done. Or we're going to have someone professionally put it on, that puts on decals and vinyl and things of that sort, and have them do it. So we'll see how it plays out. I just wanted to bring it up. It is a concern of mine, and I think it's something that concerned Toy Room and probably a lot of other people out there. So I haven't heard it in any of the live streams this week, so I just wanted to make everyone aware of that. Also, I wanted to point out as well, there's some deals out there. So another thing I'm going to do in these chillin' chats is I'm going to go over deals and just things that I'm noticing on the sales side of these. So this one came of interest to me because this is the Golden Tee 5 foot with riser arcade one up, and this was the first arcade one up 3/4 scale cabinet that came with a lit up marquee, and it's got Golden Tee on it, and only Golden Tee games, but it was the first one that had the ball, and everyone that I've seen that have bought these have really liked them. I haven't heard many complaints at all about them. The screen's good. It's got that 17-inch screen, and if you're like me, I don't have a lot of room, so the 3/4 scale is of what is most interest to me. I've also had to move a couple times in the last few years, and with the smaller 3/4 scale cabinets, they're lighter, they're easier to move, and that big XL, that Golden Tee just didn't really interest me. So this one I had my eye on when I saw it. I remember back maybe a year and a half ago, I saw one of these at a Walmart for, I think they were selling it for $200, but it was like an hour away, and I just didn't want to make the drive. I didn't really want to spend the money. Looking back on it, I really wish I would have because they sold out and then you couldn't find them anymore. But I'm noticing now that Arcade One Up is starting to bring these back to the market. So, like that Street Fighter Gen 1, they're bringing back the Golden Tee. So, if you missed out on this one the first time, you can now get it. And I saw it here on Amazon for $50 off. Still a high price. I'm probably not going to pull the trigger on that one unless I get some large bonus at work or some pay raise, or it's not really something I'm going to consider purchasing right now, but it may be something that y'all out there are interested in, and you've always wanted this one, and here it is. Amazon's got it for $4.49. So I'm here in Mesa. It's got free delivery to get here to me, and ships within about 2 to 3 days. You could have it by the end of the month. So just pointing that one out. And now another place that I get my cabinets, or the place that I've gotten all my cabinets from, is Walmart. And I've found really good deals at Walmart. I typically only really look for deals at Walmart. So it's kind of unusual that I looked at this one on Amazon, and it's more so just to share it with y'all. But I am going to get next into some deals from them, from the Walmart website. So let's look at theirs. And the first one I want to point out here is the Blitz. It comes straight up. First, if you just put in Arcade One Up, you're going to see NFL Blitz, Arcade One Up. But what's interesting about this one is if you look at it, it's shipping on September 26, 2022. That is 3 weeks before the Arcade One Up website is saying they're going to ship theirs. They're saying they're shipping theirs mid-October, which to me that means October 15th. So if you want to get yours 3 weeks in advance, order it here on Walmart, and you will be probably one of the first ones to be able to review it if that's what you like doing, or if you just want to play it first, be one of the first ones online to get that ranking way up. Here you go. And there is one thing to consider though, and I think if you buy these from Walmart, you're going to pay tax. I think when you buy through Arcade One Up, or from what I've heard, you do not pay tax depending on what state you're in. So you're going to save some money through Arcade One Up, so you'll have to kind of weigh getting it 3 weeks early, or do I want to pay tax? I think that's how it's going to work out. So just wanted to point that out. But let's look here at this Mortal Kombat 2. This is one now that I've had my eye on, and I've actually come very close to going up to the local Walmart here. They have 2 of them, and they're $249 right now. This is a 12-in-1. Yes, it does have the shark fin marquee. It does have the dipped-in gamepad with the sides coming out, which makes it difficult to get your hand on that joystick and enough room on the right side for to smash those buttons without having your hand up on that side of that side piece. So just looking at it, very, very close to buying this one. I think I will most definitely pull the trigger on this one when I see another, $50 price drop. I think as more of these newer cabinets start to come out, we're going to start seeing these possibly go down. But I could be just like that dang golden tee and I could miss out on it. And I don't want to do that either. So something that I have to consider is getting it at 249, maybe not getting it at all, or maybe getting it at a little bit better deal later on. So we'll see how it goes. I don't feel like 249 is that much for this cabinet. I feel like that's a pretty good deal. Um, you can't even get a Switch for 249, or maybe you can now. I think I paid 300 for mine. So get a 3/4 size arcade that I can enjoy, I can share with the community. Also, I don't have a Mortal Kombat. I've always wanted one. I really like that game pretty much as I like Street Fighter. I'm not a Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat. Pick one or the other. I like them both equally. So this one's really interested me, and I only have one light up marquee right now until I get my Blitz. And this one would set me back a little bit from getting the Blitz, but not by much at 249. So we'll see. Put it in the comment section if you have this one and let me know if you like it, because if you do, that may persuade me to get a little sooner than I might otherwise. So let me know on that. This is another one I'm looking at. I've always been a pinball guy. I've always really enjoyed pinball. Um, at the arcades. I'm talking real pinball. However, in a home, it's obviously hard to have something of that size. If you're in a smaller place like me, it's also going to be something you have to consider moving. No one, really wants to move big, heavy things unless you're dedicated to that kind of thing. Or maybe you're in a situation where you're not going to have to move for a really long time, and that's not a concern of yours. But right now it is for me. So these smaller ones have kind of interested me. 549, I feel like is a really good deal. These were released at 599. I've seen them as low as like 499, I think, at one point. I think 19K Fox got his for next to nothing on a Target deal. That was like you had to be on the website within a couple hours. Console Kits kind of let everyone know, but I missed out on that. So I don't think that's going to come back around again. It could, but I don't think it's going to. That $200 price point on one of these. I think your realistic price range on these is going to be 450, 500, up to this 550 is a good deal. So I just wanted to point it out. 549 Star Wars arcade one up, virtual pinball. If I had the extra $550 right now, this would be the one, because you could get it from Walmart, shipped to your home, and probably have it, by the end of the month. And then you get the 30-day return policy. So if you get it home and you're just not 100% satisfied with it, you're going to easily be able to put it back in the box, or maybe disassemble the legs in the back and take it back up to Walmart and get your money back. So that's another thing about Walmart purchases is they're very lenient on their return policies, in case you make a buy, a purchase that maybe you didn't think through. You're going to easily be able to return it. So at 549, I'm interested in getting this one, if the money, or maybe Blitz ends up being a real disappointment. I really don't think that's going to happen. I see Blitz being a big seller. I see that gameplay and hope it translates to a 10 out of 10 cabinet or a 9 out of 10 cabinet, and that's going to be the one I purchase. But if something were to fall through with it, this is my backup right here. around Christmas, I'm going to have 550, 600 to spend on an arcade, and this is my backup plan right here. So if you guys see any great deals on these, or you have any comments on these pinballs, something you think I would be interested in, or other viewers might be interested in, let us know so we can talk about it. All right, so let's get into here the last thing that I was going to cover in my initial chill and chat. We got some exciting news with the Sega Genesis Mini 2. So I've got the Sega Genesis Mini 1, the one that came out a couple years ago. I had the 3-button controller that came with it. It came with two 3-button controllers, but I had actually purchased the 6-button controller because there's a few games on there where you really can use the 6-button controller. It was the Street Fighter game, the Eternal Champions game, and I think there were a couple others. I think even Streets of Rage gave you like a fourth button. So I ended up purchasing the 6-button controller. But this one's being released here in October, and you buy it through Amazon. I think you can buy a Japanese model as well that some people have already pre-ordered. And these are cool because it comes with a 6-button controller, and it also comes in the smaller form factor Sega Genesis. So if you're interested in this one, like I am, let's look at the games that they released today. So they've been kind of slowly going through the game releases and game announcements, but they pretty much went all out and said, all right, this is our final game list. It's going to include 50 Sega Genesis and Sega CD games. So let's go through these real quick. So the first one is Echo the Dolphin. I've heard some people really bashing this game. I liked it. It was okay. I never got a chance to play it on Sega CD, so maybe I should give it another chance on the CD version. You're also getting the second one as well. And this one, Tides of Time, it's called, is another CD version of it. So, maybe this is a great game. I haven't played it yet, but I'm not super excited about it. I'm like some of the other guys out there, like the Gamer dudes that were on live stream today. They were really bashing this, or some of the people on the channel were really bashing these games, and I kind of feel that way about them. I'm not super excited about these. This is one that I'm really excited about, though. Final Fight's one of my favorite games, and this is the Final Fight CD. I never got to play this. The only time I got to play Sega CD was we rented one. We had a game rental place down the street, and we rented for like a few days a Sega CD and a few of the games, but I never got to try the Final Fight. I wanted to, but for whatever reason, maybe my parents didn't allow me to play it or what, but I never got the opportunity. And this one is going to be included. So that's one that does interest me. Some of these other ones here I'm not too familiar with. Mansion of the Hidden Souls, never heard of it. So if you guys have, let me know. I'm just going to quickly go through some of these. Night Striker, Night Trap. I remember Night Trap. I definitely, it was one of those video where you got to actually see live video and like you're watching TV. The CDs allowed that, and so this one would be interesting to me. I've not heard good reviews on it. Let's see. I've not heard of this one. I've not heard of this one. Shining Force CD does interest me. I think it's an RPG on the Sega CD. I've not heard of this one. Sonic CD is good. I've got it on my Steam computer. Play it. If I get one of those Steam Decks, I play it on there. It's a fun game. A little disappointed though because they did not include Sonic 3. I've got Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 on the Genesis 1. I was hoping Sonic 3 was going to be on this one. It is not, but you do get Sonic CD. Not familiar with this game. Afterburner 2 is probably fun. I know the Afterburner Arcade is a great game. A lot of fun. I played it in the arcade all the time, so I'd be interested in it. Alien Soldier, not heard of it. Atomic Runner, not heard of it. Wanted Dead or Alive, not heard of it. Clay Fighter is a fun game. It's a funny game as well. It's interesting and unique. Crusader of the Sinti, I believe is what that's called. I've not heard of it. This is one. If you watch Gamer Dudes today, Michael B. and I and some people made some comments about Canadians not liking this game. This is a something I believe is for Americans. You know, it's using American helicopters, military helicopters. So this is probably going to be a lot of interest to people. I played this game on the SNES with my father, and I've not played it on the Sega, but I'm sure it's just as good on it. And we played all these, the Desert Strike. I'm trying to remember some of the other ones. Urban Strike. There's a bunch of them, and they're fun. Earthworm Jim 2, it's okay. I will play it, but not super interested in it. Elemental Master, not played it. Fatal Fury 2, I've got people on the YouTube community that have said this game is great. I have not actually played it, so I would be interested in it. This one here, Gain Ground, not played it. Golden Axe 2. I have played Golden Axe and Golden Axe Revenge of Death Adder on my Marvel Superheroes arcade, so I probably like Golden Axe 2. Golden Axe 1 was included on the Genesis 1. I liked it, so probably like this one. I've not heard of this one. Hellfire looks interesting. I haven't played it. Herzog, Zooey, not played it, not interested. Lightning Force, not really interested in it. Midnight Resistance, not interested in it. Outrun, a little bit interested in that one. It's an arcade game, so I would probably play it. Outrunners, probably play that one. Phantasy Star 2, maybe. Populous, probably not. Rainbow Islands Extra, no. Ranger X, no. Rise Star, no. Rolling Thunder, no. Shadow Dancer, no. Shining Force 2, probably not. Shining in the Darkness, probably not. Sonic 3D Blast, kind of played it. It's okay. Splatterhouse 2, very interested in it. Would definitely play it. Streets of Rage 3, have that on Steam. Great game. Definitely will play it. But I've already got it. Little bit interested in that one. Super hands-on, not very interested. This one's interesting. This was on the Genesis 1, so not sure why they included it again, but I guess you can always use Street Fighter. The Ooze looks interesting. I would be interested in playing it. The Revenge of Shinobi would be interested in it. And I know this is getting a little repetitive, but I wanted to go through each title with y'all today. Toe Jam and Earl, Panic of Funkatron. Definitely would play this one. This would be interesting. I would like to play it. I only got to play the first one. Not interested. Vector Man 2, never really liked Vector Man. Viewpoint, no. Virtual Racing, yes. Nope. 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 So there's a lot of nopes. There's a lot of ones I'm not interested in. I really don't know if it's worth pulling the trigger. I'm gonna wait and see some reviews and just see what how the price goes with these later on. But it does get me interested in maybe trying to find some of these games online or through Steam or revisiting some of these games. I still have an SENS, so Super Nintendo. So I'll probably try and go get Desert Strike again. Just seeing that cartridge or that cover there makes me want to find a cartridge. And this Final Fight 2, very interested in that one. Got to figure out a way to play that Final Fight CD. So just wanted to go over that. I guess that's going to be it for today, guys. So, if there's anything you liked about this chill and chat today, let me know. And, or if there's something that I should be covering in these that you're interested in, definitely comment and let me know. And if you've stuck with me through the entire thing today, I really appreciate it. Definitely looking for some more subscribers. So if you're interested in subscribing, definitely get hit that subscribe button and get on there. And yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of the weekend. And I'm looking forward to seeing you all again. So hope you guys have a good evening, and I'll see you again soon. Bye bye.